Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Bad Dates Podcast. I'm your host, Joel Kim Booster, and if you're just tuning in to us for the very first time, the Bad Dates Podcast, well, it's right there in the name what this podcast is about. It's about bad dates, and it can be anything from bad dates to bad relationships to bad marriages to bad hookups. We run the entire spectrum here because, quite frankly, I don't have enough dating experience. I'd have no reason to host this podcast if we didn't include hookups. Jumping in to the pod really quickly today because I'm very excited about our guests today. We have two incredible guests joining us today. The first one is a writer, actor, and comedian who has performed on HBO, Comedy Central 3 times on The Tonight Show, has written for The New Yorker and none other than Jon Stewart, and he has his brand new comedy special coming out on Hulu on November 7th. It's called Yes Ma'am. Please give it up for Jurden.
Thank you.
Amazing. And then also joining us, we have a writer and actor with a huge following across YouTube and social media for his comedy videos. He's also appeared in shows like Mary Happy Whatever, LA's Finest, and the Santa Clarita Diet. It's Adam Rose.
Yeah.
Hello, Adam.
Hello.
Thank you, boys, for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
We have established off mic that we have a bisexual and a straight man with us today and a gay guy. So we have it's the mother, maiden, crone of boys in the studio today.
Wait, and it's the seating chart is.
It really is. It's the spectrum. It goes from straight to bi to gay.
But there is a world where you go straight, you get bi, you go gay, and then you get so gay, you
go
become
back.
straight
Go
again.
back.
Yes.
Go back.
It is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank God there's a video component to this podcast.
And different
So great.
races.
Oh,
What?
wow. Yeah.
Guys.
We almost got all of them.
Oh my God!
Should we start a boys band?
We almost got.
We should
Honestly.
actually. There's a spin-off podcast in the works, I think.
I feel like
about.
we've got everything covered here.
Yeah, we really do. Almost every single base.
No one's
covered.
canceling this show.
No, and we're all sort of roughly within the same age. I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
So it's just like
60s?
60s.
Yeah.
60s. Wow,
Okay,
you have
perfect.
aged incredibly well for a white guy.
Salmon sperm.
So you guys, before we dive into your stories, I do have a little bit of an icebreaker question that we ask. We ask these types of questions to all of our guests just to get a little sense of where they're coming from. These questions are created by our panel of experts, dating and relationship experts behind the scenes, as well as submitted by fans. If you have a question you'd like me to ask the panel, please email us at baddatespod@gmail.com. We will scour that email inbox for your questions and ask them at a later date. But today's question is, if you were set up on a blind date, what's the first question you would ask the person setting you up about the person that you're going on a date with? Like, what's the curiosity there that you immediately have to know? Like the most important facts you have to know about this unknown person. Adam.
How do they feel about In-N-Out fries? Oh, right. That'll tell me a lot.
That would tell you a lot. I'll tell you how I feel about him. Bad. Terrible.
Okay.
Wow. I was really nervous that there was going to be a fight.
If
in
she
the
doesn't
studio.
love him, I'm out. No, I cannot get down with them.
I
cannot
don't
get
understand. It really speaks to some sort of defect in their character.
Right.
If
Well,
you
blind
like In-N-Out
allegiance
fries.
because you like the secret menu and the burgers and lying about the fries.
And lying about the fries.
Lying about the fries.
People are
because
lying.
guess what? I like Shake Shack. Shake Shack's fries still just so-so.
Okay.
Not great. And I
Yeah.
love Shake Shack. Fries are one of those things where I go, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Cut the bullshit.
Because
Tell
here,
the truth.
In-N-Out, we can all agree the burgers are fantastic.
So good.
But do the fries have to be fantastic for the burgers to be fantastic? No.
They're not even the right color.
No.
You know, they're the wrong color.
Say more. Speak on this.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Speak
What's
on
the
this.
right color,
Speak on
Adam?
this, white straight man.
I'm just saying you want like a Five Guys fry. It's got some
Yes.
crisp to
I was
it.
going to bring up Five Guys. Actually.
Wow.
I
You
was
want,
going to bring
like,
up Five
I want
Guys.
I want some burnt ones in there.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, the crazy thing is about In-N-Out fries is that they, in appearance, almost look like they could be in the McDonald's fry family. And
Yes.
yet,
Not even close.
not even close.
I don't think that In-N-Out cares. Because this feedback is not new.
No.
People have been talking about this for years.
Yeah.
And they've changed nothing. Wendy's changed their fries.
They did,
Wendy
but
said, you know what?
to what end?
Well, they wanted us to see the potato skin. And
Yeah,
they said, and I said, you know what, Dave Thomas and that little redhead gal, you tried. You
I
tried a
believe her
little bit.
name is Wendy.
Wendy.
I believe she's the titular
That
Wendy.
little redhead gal.
In-N-Out doesn't budge for anybody. They were like, East Coast, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
just won't go there. What fast food chain on planet
Because
Earth?
they know if they went to the East Coast people would not put up with that shit.
Yeah.
You think
there
so?
would be people
No.
who would be screaming.
They
back at
need
them.
the
Cook
laid
these
back
again.
Cali energy.
Cook these again.
You know, literally.
tried-
I want them fried hard.
I've tried doing that, asking them for it extra fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can
They
do
just
that.
turn into potato sticks. It's like
Wow.
nothing helps. Nothing helps.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something related to this.
Yeah.
When people like Chick-fil-A and they say, "Oh, it's because they have waffle fries," sometimes the waffle fries, based on the cut, they're too soggy for me too. They're soft. I haven't eaten Chick-fil-A in a very long time, not since this morning. And when I had it this morning, no, but like seriously, like, fries to me, those are things you have to agree with someone you're going on a date with.
I think so too. I think so too.
Since there's only two of you, we really can get into fast food today. This is what the podcast has become.
Yeah.
But my thing with Chick-fil-A is, like, I don't actually care if people still want to go to Chick-fil-A. I literally could not think of an issue that is less pressing to me than whether or not an ally to the community is eating at Chick-fil-A still. Yeah. But let's not pretend, if you are going to eat at Chick-fil-A, let's not pretend that it's because it is so good you have no other choice but to eat at Chick-fil-A and compromise your morals. Let's just be honest and say that you don't include fast food into your moral calculations, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But stop pretending that the food is so good that you actually have to step over your morals to get back into that restaurant and do this big performance about how bad you feel for eating the good chicken. And it's like, it's fine, and it's fine for you to eat there.
And after we live in a post Popeyes chicken sandwich world, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is so good. I'll let the Popeyes workers disrespect me in a way that you can't imagine.
And you really don't, like, that is a universal experience at the Popeyes.
No one got shot over a Chick-fil-A sandwich. People died over Popeyes.
I remember that uproar that happened with those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. They were selling out.
It
like
was
crazy.
deep pandemic, and I would drive upwards of 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
I would.
kidding.
It's that good.
It's that good.
So you feel the way about the Popeyes chicken
That
sandwich
many
that
people
some people feel about Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So Jay, if I approached you and I said, have I got a guy for you?
Yes.
You're gonna be so hot for this guy.
Okay.
What is the first question you're asking me about this guy?
Who is their favorite member of the X-Men?
That's
Ooh.
also very telling.
Yeah.
Are there any disqualifying answers?
No, but I learned something about you no matter what. If you say Wolverine, I go, oh, you're kind of basic.
Yeah.
You're kind of dumb. But you just know the prompt. If they say Spider-Man, I go, oh, you better be hot.
Wow.
You dumb, but you better be hot.
That is tough. What, Adam, do you have an answer to this?
For favorite superhero?
Favorite
See, I
X-Man.
didn't say favorite
specifically, and see,
superhero.
this
X-Men
is again
specifically, I would go for Magneto.
Whoa,
because
okay.
he's Jewish,
Okay,
so I relate.
Well, and that's interesting. You should bring that up because my favorite X-Man is also Jewish.
Who?
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat.
Yes.
Wait, Katie Pryde?
Kitty
Pryde.
Pryde,
I don't know.
Shadowcat.
Yes. Intangibility. She faces through things.
She can walk through walls. She has a little pet dragon.
From Illinois, too.
Also from Illinois.
Yeah.
How do I not know this? Is it from one of the more
Becomes
recent
like
movies?
an extremely skilled martial artist.
Yeah.
Leads
Don't they
the
all?
X-Men.
No.
No, in fact.
Okay, so she is from the 70s, but portrayed by Elliot Page in the X-Men films
Yes.
previously, and now rumor has it they might bring Kitty back again for the reboot because she represents like a teen protagonist. X-Men used to always have like a plucky teenager
Yes.
who was like, this
Wolverine
fool's
had
crazy.
to have like a sort
He
of
had Rogue, didn't
Yes.
he?
surrogate daughter, basically.
Rogue, Jubilee, Kitty Pryde,
X-23.
Oh, he's had a
X-23.
few. He's had
Yes,
a few daughters.
there's always a girl that he takes under his
That he's
wing.
got to save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those, I mean, like, if you give me an X-Men, I'll be able to be like, oh, okay, I kind of figure out what your deal is. Like,
Yeah.
if someone says Mystique, I go, oh, we're going to fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to, you got wigs. Yeah.
You're a shapeshifter.
What does Shadowcat tell me? tell you
Shadowcat
about
tells me that you're not ready to come out yet.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
turning now to Jay Jurden. Jay, before you dive into your first of two stories today, I did want to get a little bit of background for the listeners on where you're at relationship-wise now. What is your sort of approach to dating, or was your approach to dating if you're in a relationship now? Give the listeners a little peek behind the curtain
Well,
for Jay.
I'm currently married. I love my husband so much. We are honest. We also are fun, which is gay for open. Every now and then, because love is a song, but every song deserves a remix. Have someone come in and rap a little bit, then kick them out. I don't know. Bring in a new producer.
A feature.
Yeah. Have some dubstep. I like Tiesto. So we do love and care about each other, but that doesn't stop me from being like, that boy kind of wants to kiss you. Go kiss him. If we're at the club,
That doesn't bother you at all.
Not at all. Oh my goodness.
No, I gotta tell you, Adam, you're
about to have
outnumbered
fun,
here
Adam.
because
No.
it really doesn't bother me either.
Oh, really?
No.
Guys, I need this to rub off on me a little bit.
Okay, my husband can if you want him to.
Yeah, apparently.
Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
So how long have you been married?
We've been
and
married for
together?
3 years. We've been together for almost 15 years.
Nice.
Wow.
And there was a period of, there were like 3 years we were on and off, kind of basically long distance. And I wanted him to enjoy his time in college. He wanted me to enjoy my time in grad school. So we both were like, okay, we'll see each other. And we're very committed and we're going to be careful. But we're also going to have a little fun. And when we moved to New York, when you move to a big city like New York from Alabama and Mississippi, the first time you go to a true gay bar, not like a little hole in the wall where you hope they don't kill us again, like an actual gay bar where people are like going full gay, there's a dark room, you do kind of go, I can't rob you of this experience.
Oh,
you go out there
interesting.
and dance with that boy and grind on that boy for a little bit, because I'm about to do the same.
It just, and listen, people have different relationships to sex.
Yes.
That's just a fact. Like some people see it as like a very precious, very specific thing you only do with your partner. And some people have less precious relationships to it. And that's okay. And it's just about finding the partner that sort of aligns with you on that very important thing. Because for me, emotional fidelity is way more important to me than physical fidelity. I just don't connect the two.
But isn't that the fear that what starts as a physical infidelity turns into an emotional
But the
one?
thing is that could happen if you're monogamous too.
Sure.
Like if someone's going to be unfaithful to you in the parameters that you have set up, they're going to be unfaithful to you no matter what parameters you've set up.
Someone's
fair.
someone's going to be eating them fries.
Yeah, somebody will be eating
There we
the
go.
fries.
We're back.
But I think part of the straight fear is with men specifically. It's not the fear that someone is going to cheat. It's the fear, and tell me if I'm wrong, it's the fear that that person is going to cuckold you. So they'll get pregnant, you'll raise a child that's not yours, and you essentially, in kind of the early modern structure that we're in, you're going to be giving some other guy your stuff. If marriage is just how stuff is passed down, a lot of men's fear is like, oh, I'm raising someone else's son, someone else's child is getting my stuff.
I think the more generalized fear is that they'll find someone better and then leave you.
That's what I think it is more too. Yeah, I'm not really
Okay.
worried about like, oh my God, I'm going to raise someone else's kid.
But I see so many people who get worried about that shit.
But they have DNA tests now. You know, you can find out real quick.
Where in your timeline does this story take place?
This is high school. This
Wow.
this is like first girlfriend, high school, first time that I could go over to like a girl's house and we could watch a movie on the couch.
And I want to point out for the listenership too, because we talked about it in the mini episode that we did together. But you are bisexual.
Yes, notoriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like dating this girl. She's a cheerleader. We're in high school. You know, whenever you'd go over to like a girl's house and the mom would be like, okay, I'm going to be in the other room. Y'all watch a movie. And we'd watch a movie and watch 5 minutes of movie. We're making out. We're making out. We're dry humping consistently. I want to say there was an 80% hit rate on this. Whenever we made out and dry humped a little bit, I would cream my jeans.
Whoa.
I was orgasming at a rate that was, 80% of the time I'd be like, I'm gonna come.
That's so crazy.
With no contact?
With dry
dry
humping.
humping. Friction.
Okay.
There's some
But
friction
no
there.
direct, no like.
No,
Okay.
Hand on
no.
penis.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, because the fear was like the mom would come back in.
Right.
It's so easy to be like, we weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
But once buttons and belts get
Then
involved,
it's impossible.
you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I watched the beginning of Transformers so much. God, yeah.
Never got through that movie.
Never got through. I still think the Decepticons are good, right? They're the good guys. Bumblebee's a car. No, so I I would like go over, we'd make out, and like every now and then I would like, we'd like kiss and we'd dry hump and then I would come. But then one time that happened.
Did she know that you were coming, by the way?
Good question.
I mean, like, if she looked at my face, if she saw me wince.
Yeah.
So one time I remember I came in my jeans and then her mom came back and I had to hug her mom. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was leaving. She's like, well, give me a hug. I was like, okay.
You're just hugging her.
At
when
least
you're sort of
denim
like
is
leaning
a
over.
thick material.
Yeah.
Well,
So you
yeah,
had
at the time, a lot of Hollister. I think it was Hollister, and then Buckle at the time was also
that
popular.
sounds about right. You're really
So, yeah.
putting us in a place and time now.
Yeah.
Early 2000s. So yeah, those jeans, we had to watch those twice. It was fun. I had a good time, and I mean, looking back on it, I think she's got like a couple kids now, and I used the protection I could at the time, which was denim. Nothing really gets through denim.
The largest denim condom. you could
But are you still worried one of those kids might be yours?
Now that I have this much success, I have a fear. I have a fear.
She's going to be asking for that paternity test. So this sounds like, honestly, does not sound like a bad date yet.
No,
this sounds like.
But the bad part was like having to hug the mom afterwards.
Oh,
the
I see,
good
I see,
part
I
was
see.
getting to like come and like sorry, she did not come. I want everyone to know she was not coming at all.
Yeah, I mean, that felt implied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But lots of dry humping on that couch. My God.
What would you say? Did you learn anything from these early experiences, dry humping and coming into your big jean condom? That you sort of took with you on into your dating period
both
after that?
Literally and figuratively, I learned, Jay, take your time. Jay, take a little bit of time. Relax, breathe, okay? Maybe take a break every now and then.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
Now, obviously, our penis's sensitivity changes over time as we begin to have sex. Have either of you creamed your pants as an adult post losing your virginity?
I don't think I ever did it pre-losing my virginity. Like,
I mean,
I've
if
never
it was
had
going to
wet-
happen, it would likely happen
Have
then.
you guys
but
had wet dreams? Like, that's never
Back in the
happened
day,
to me.
yeah.
back in the day?
Never.
What?
Never.
Never? Are you sure
no.
you just...
My most
sometimes it's hard to
confusing one,
know.
There was a clown.
Oh. But I will say I have creamed my pants as an adult.
Whoa.
Post having a lot of sex.
Whoa, really?
Post having sex.
Oh, post having sex in life.
Post having sex in life. I've definitely been brought to climax without ever bringing it out.
Like from
Dry humping,
Okay.
from like over the pants hand stuff.
Okay. Okay.
If I'm really turned on, like if it's like and there has to be a lot of other sort of contextual things happening, like a lot of verbal, a lot of like, setting the scene in other ways. And you have to come in sort of primed and ready.
It's got to feel sexy.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
thing's
yeah.
got to feel sexy.
Exactly.
I haven't done that. I have had moments. Have you ever had one of those moments sexually where things are going great and you try to tell the person who you're having sex with, you go, hey, listen, things are going so great, you need to stop because I will come.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, I don't believe you. I go, I'm telling you. It's like, so,
when someone tells you they're about to come, believe them.
yeah, please, because you're down there, and I go, unless you got goggles on, just relax, stop, or else. I think so many people do go, oh, I'm about to come, and they don't mean it. If I say
hate that.
I mean it.
I hate that.
They're liars. You can call
Don't
them
get my
liars.
hopes up.
They're liars.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've never said that without really meaning it.
Yeah. Well, I have also honestly, there's never been a point in my time having sex where someone has said that at a time within a time frame that I didn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
Like usually when someone's gotten to the point of saying, I'm going to come if you keep going.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, then I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
I
I don't need to belabor
That's
the
usually
point.
the signal to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless but sometimes you want to be like, no.
Let's slow it down. Let's slow it
But
down.
see, the thing is at that point, it's not your decision, it's mine.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that we wrap
Here's
this up. I
wow.
don't have the time.
Got
Okay?
stuff to do.
I
got
don't have time.
podcasts to
I don't
record.
need marathon sex sessions for the most part. I just don't. I think it's like a cool 20 minutes.
Yeah.
of actual like penetrative sex.
Yeah.
Obviously 40 to an hour of zip zap zap foreplay beforehand.
Of course.
And we're back
like,
to in and out.
Exactly.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
Adam, same question as Jay. Where are you at relationship-wise these days? What is your general sort of theory when it comes to dating otherwise?
I have a girlfriend.
Congrats.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yes.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for almost a couple years.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I was married before that.
Oh, wow.
For not to her, to someone
Okay,
else.
yeah.
Okay.
And me and her were together for 12 years.
Whoa.
Together for 7, and then, or like, you know, a couple for 7, and then married for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what you just described to me as a person who's about to get married is so terrifying to hear about, because that is a long investment in a person.
Yeah.
Was it amicable? Was it dramatic? Was it okay?
It was. I mean, there
So
were
that-
moments of drama for
Obviously,
sure.
yeah.
But no, it was amicable. You
It was
know, it was like
amicable.
it was what was the best decision for both of us.
And when you were dating before that, or were you a player? Were you a serial monogamist? Were you somebody who jumped from girl to girl before your marriage and now 2-year long relationship?
That's a good. I mean, it was. I was pretty young when I met my ex. I was 23.
Yeah,
and I had
baby.
moved to LA when I was 18. So yeah, I mean, I probably spent those 5 years just sleeping with most of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
See,
as you
I,
should.
I saw you the way I knew that was going to be the answer, because he asked and you went, well, you know,
There were a couple girlfriends within that time
Sure.
that lasted, you know, a few months and
When
6 months
post-divorce,
here and there.
pre-meeting your current girlfriend, I imagine you missed apps in a big way.
I did, yeah.
For a while.
Never been on any of the apps.
So even post-divorce, even before you got together with this current girlfriend, you never dipped your toe.
No, because my current girlfriend is someone that I actually met like before I knew my ex. Because I was friends with her sister. I was good friends with her sister before her sister moved
Interesting.
away. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how long was the gap between signing the papers and rekindling it with this person from your?
Well, we
your
were
past?
separated for a while, and the papers take forever.
It's just.
So I don't know the exact time, but you know, it was like 6 months.
And you never felt like Hinge is calling or Field is calling or any of these things?
Honestly,
in that
it's
time?
weird. I don't know. Maybe you guys experience this too. Like I felt a little trepidatious doing something like that when you are like a person who's online and
Yeah.
Well, Joel's talked about this. Joel has famously said, "You're too orgy famous now. You're too famous for the word."
No, I mean, listen, I still go, but it is uncomfortable. It is like it definitely is a thing. And my whole thing is like people on apps. You're like the cops. If you know who I am, you have to tell me legally.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is I don't want to play that game of if they know, like, and inevitably they're going to know more about me than I will know about
Right.
them because more is available for them to know.
Yeah.
And I don't like that kind of.
Well, and it's such a tricky thing too, because we don't live in a monoculture anymore. No one's really famous in the same way that they once were. And so when you're sort of at our level, it is such a crapshoot of like, you may know who I am and know a lot about me, or you may have no fucking idea.
Yeah, you may
who
have
it
never
is.
seen my face before.
And it's such a lose-lose because if you are brave enough to ask the question,
Right.
or suss out like, do you know who I am? It's either yes, and so suddenly you're not turned on anymore, or it's no, and now you are the guy who asked,
And now you're
do you know who I am? Yeah.
Now you're insulted.
Exactly.
And
You don't know who I am?
And that person is gonna go,
Huh? Yeah.
actually.
It's an ick. It's an ick for sure.
And because people will know you from different things. There are people who go,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love that episode of High Maintenance." I go, "That's it? Okay, that's what you know me?
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah."
polls are
They go,
interesting.
"Nothing else." I go, "Great, nothing
Yeah.
else."
Yeah, it's usually Jeopardy for me, honestly. But, and
that's
I'll
a
take
good
it.
one,
I'll
though.
take it.
That
That's
means
a really
people think
good
you're
one.
smart. They
Yeah.
go, "Ooh."
So Adam, where in your timeline does your story take place?
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah, in
We're
high
going
school. We're going way back because, like I said, it's been a long time since I was like dating, you know? So yeah, I'm in high school as my first girlfriend. It was the person I lost my virginity to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Eventually, I made it to that.
You did.
Eventually, yeah. We went
You guys
traditional.
progressed past the dry hump.
Yeah, we
and-
went
and
hotel,
the whole
prom
way.
night. Yeah.
Hotel on prom night?
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
so
That is
cliche.
so
Listen, I'm
classic.
an all-American boy. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was so fast. Oh, my goodness.
Did you guys have it planned? Like, this is going to happen this
her
night?
friend got the hotel rooms because her friend was dating a guy who had been held back, and he was old enough to have connections to get us hotel rooms. So he made it like 4 different couples got hotel rooms because this guy should not have been dating children. But
Wow.
that's how it worked out.
Does your story involve the losing of the virginity? Was it
No. So this
was it
like-
pretty traditional for you as well?
Yeah, it was just sort of
Finished basement
at
after
her
school,
house, in her room, locked door, sort of locked door, you know.
as locked as a teenager store can get. Yeah,
The fear of the parent. And
That's fear.
her mom was a pastor or
What?
someone of religion.
and that's hot.
That
when you're
is
fucking the
hot.
pastor's kid,
God.
that is
Well,
There's a term for that.
as a chosen person,
Yeah, as a
fucking
chosen
the Christian
person. I know.
pastor's
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
I know.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm just looking at the Old Testament. That's it.
He was parting your Red Sea.
Yeah.
Look at that scroll. So I was totally in love with her, and she got this job to be an au pair in France.
Whoa.
For the summer.
Whoa.
And I'm like, cool. And she
They were
goes,
letting teenage girls do that?
oh yeah, it was sort of like maybe a swap or something like that. I don't know. Like I don't really know exactly.
Wait,
how
so
it
we
worked.
got a French teen to
Yeah.
do what?
Maybe I don't really know exactly
So
how it
she's-
worked. But she got some job.
Sure.
This is
fair.
still in high school, or this is
It's
right?
in high school, like towards the end of high school.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
we're like 16, 17, something
we
like
don't
that.
need to get hung up on that detail.
Yeah.
Although I was. But
So she's in France and we're talking every other day and we're sending each other postcards and I'm missing her a lot. And she comes back from France and she's like, come over to my house. And I'm like, yeah. And I get all done up and I
get the Axe body spray
get
out.
the Axe body spray and just douse myself. And I go to her house, say hi to the pastor, and then we go into her room and we're like making out. Things are getting hot and heavy. We start having sex, and she starts crying.
Oh no.
And I'm like, what's going on? Like mid-coitus.
And I just
Yeah.
want to clarify really quickly. In straight culture, that's a bad thing.
That's
too,
bad.
right? Okay, that's
That's
universally
bad.
okay.
Okay,
Bad for
okay.
everybody. All cultures, all
it's
sexualities.
rarely tears of joy.
Yeah.
You know? It's happened.
Sure.
Some people
you know.
they stand by the climax.
The climax.
They do.
So she starts crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? And she goes, I fell in love with someone else.
Oh no! And the thing is like you don't go to Paris as a 17-year-old and not do that.
And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that would have been great information before we started having sex or after.
yeah.
Let's not forget
Let a boy
after.
come
Yeah.
first.
After is
Yeah.
an option.
That's why I come in the jeans. They don't even get to that.
I didn't even get to that. And she goes, his name is Hubert. And I'm like, I don't want to know his name.
She was an au pair who fell in love with an Hubert.
Yeah.
Come
Au pair
on.
with Hubert.
Lazy writing.
Hubert?
Lazy writing.
Hubert.
Is that where they got the idea for the ride share?
Probably. It was named after him.
How many stars?
Yeah, 0 from me. So, we break up, and then she brings him to America to visit.
Whoa.
And we were in the same drama program in New York, right? And we were in the same friend group. And she convinced our teachers to let her bring him to school.
To school?
To school.
Is he an adult?
year is
How old
this?
is he?
He's, I think, I don't remember. I think he was over 18.
Yeah,
though.
he was over 18. He's evil.
And he's coming into school, and then she, goes to my guy friend. She's like, "Hey, me and the girls are going to be going to do something else. Like, can you hang out with Hubert?"
Absolutely fucking
Yes.
Oh.
And so I had a choice, and it was like, do I go hang out by myself or do I go hang out with my friends in Hubert? And so I went and hung out with my friends in Hubert, and let me tell you, I bought that guy lunch.
my God.
I was so nice to him that he ended up going back to my ex and being like, "Your friends are great, but man, that Adam guy is just so
And
awesome."
did he know?
He did not know who I was.
my God.
He did not know who I. He didn't know that we
He's
had
like,
that history.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
Zadadam. He's
Yeah.
so
he
kind.
He is fantastic.
Huge hog
I
on
love
him
him.
too, I hear.
He showed me his cock for some reason. It was huge. Enormous.
I mean, that's French.
It was crazy.
What is a lesson that you took away from your bad date story situation that you have now brought with you into your current dating life?
That's a good question. I think probably if your girlfriend asks you if she should be an au pair in France, say no.
And I actually think that is a pretty universal,
Yeah, because
solid piece of
what's
advice.
like the percentage of au pairs that do end up having sex when they're in France? Like it's
got to be.
It's got to be
astronomical.
It's got to be at least 130%.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No, if you're a 17-year-old girl
Yeah.
who even desires to be an au pair in Paris, that's where you're losing your virginity.
Girl
Like,
or guy.
Yeah.
I feel like. Any of us.
Yeah.
Any of us.
And if you've already
beau pair.
lost
That's
your
what they call it.
virginity,
A beau pair.
you're losing a different kind of virginity over there. You're doing some sexual milestone is happening
Yeah.
in Paris.
Yeah.
Bad dates. Bad dates.
Diving back in now with Jay Jurden, you have a second story for us. Where in the timeline does this second story take
Okay,
place?
we've gone to the future a little bit. I'm in college now.
Okay.
Not a freshman. I think I'm a junior. This is before I met my husband. I'm going on some dates. I finally have come out as bi. I'm going on dates with boys. I had a crazy boyfriend, but then before like I met my husband, after that crazy boyfriend, I went on this date with a guy who was gorgeous. He was so cute, but also like so just charming, and we got along. And then we like went out. We go to eat, we have fun, and then we go back to like his car and we start making out in the car. And then
Was he also in school?
yeah, he was in school, and he was like very adamant. He was like, "Oh, we should hang out." And so like he was hitting on me, and I loved it. It's because when you come out as queer, you do kind of go attention.
Yeah.
Oh, because men are horny.
Right. You
Yeah.
get more attention from men than you do from
Not
women.
Or at least the horniness manifests in a much different way.
in a much
Yeah,
more
most
direct
men. Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
And so
More open.
we're
yeah.
like making out in his car. And something was bugging me a little bit. And I went, "Oh, like, what's your last name again?" His last name is my mom's maiden name.
Oh
And
my
we're
God.
in Mississippi.
Oh.
So at this point, I'm like, and so my mom's maiden name, it was spelled with one L, and I think his had two. So I was like,
well, you're in the clear. then.
no, because like I think his family is also from the same area that my grandmother's like family moved from in Mississippi. So we're kissing, and I still haven't looked up. Truly, I still haven't like looked too far into it. But I was like, I don't know if we can keep doing this because we might
And
be
this
like
is pre-23 and me.
yeah. This is like when I'm at Ole Miss making out with this boy, and I go, we might be cousins. And some people are like, "Oh, Jay, what are the odds?" He was like a very handsome, charming black boy in Mississippi from the same place as my mom's family in Mississippi. I was like, that's why I liked him so much. I'm a narcissist.
Yeah, you have similar features to me.
I was like, what are you doing? And he's still gorgeous. He's still hot. This is how hot he is. He's so hot. He was one of those boys that Todrick Hall would parade around for a little bit.
wow.
So he's hot.
That means nothing to Adam, but
I know who
everything
Todrick
to me.
Hall
Oh,
is.
you do?
He's
Okay.
great. That's who is. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyways.
But that was a moment where I was like, am I possibly kissing my distant, but still cousin.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out after that.
I cannot continue to say this on this podcast.
I know what you're going to say.
They all know what's coming. Everybody in the booth
I don't know.
is lowering their eyes.
I told this
they
specifically
do
because I know
not
what Joel's
want to
take
hear
is.
it again. But I will say one of my most cancelable takes is gay people should be allowed to do incest. They just should.
Really?
Lateral incest, certainly when there's a power imbalance, there's things that make that wrong. But like two
What is the
distant
lateral
cousins.
incest?
Lateral incest.
That's when you
Two
talk outside.
distant cousins. There's no children that's going to be brought about because of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've never, you don't have a familial relationship with
That's
him.
true.
He's
That's true.
so far distant that
Yeah.
you didn't even know he existed until he was
didn't.
in your mouth.
Yeah, we were kissing.
And you're telling me that's wrong?
we were kissing a lot. We were kissing cousins.
Yeah,
kissing
quite frankly,
cousins.
you've already done it. You've crossed the Rubicon at this point, and now you're just gonna deny yourself a climax because what's the difference between coming and making out with your cousin? Is there a functional difference at the end of the day?
Yeah. If I would have come, I wouldn't be telling this story.
Really?
Yeah, because I'd be like, I'm not gonna tell y'all that.
Yeah.
I'd actually be like, absolutely not.
That's
absolutely
where-
not.
that's where you draw the
fact
line.
That I
That is
stopped.
the
The
line.
fact that I stopped myself, I'm like, I'm proud of me. Look at me.
So
I
do you
stopped myself.
never went on another date with this person, I'm
No,
assuming?
never. He's been very complimentary. He's been very happy for whatever.
Does
success
he
I have
know
had.
why you stopped dating him?
No, he probably doesn't know. But now, if
Did
he
you tell
listens-
your mom?
No, I'm telling y'all. I've told some close friends, but this is breaking news.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does your mom listen to this podcast?
Well, she will now. I'll send her this.
Yeah.
You've kissed your cousin.
Okay, well, allegedly.
What is-
distant,
What is the lesson?
distant cousin.
Your publicist is loving this decision to take you on right
distant
now.
cousin.
You've kissed your alleged distant cousin. What
Yeah.
is the lesson that you've internalized and taken with you now into your very successful marriage?
I think the lesson is, do your research.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 and
Ask
me.
questions before you start kissing
Get
folks.
the DNA sample before you get the DNA
Get the
sample.
D-
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, just be more inquisitive. Ask more first date questions.
Well, why
don't
did-
just start kissing folks?
When did the last name actually come into play? Because wouldn't you stop it immediately if you were that afraid?
Well,
Ooh,
it
good
was
question.
like he started talking about being from that part of Mississippi, and I was like, okay, I know, but like it just was bothering me, and I don't think I was really paying that much attention. I was like, that is my mom's maiden name.
He does have my eyes.
Yeah, I was like, we're just two really cute black guys, close to the same complexion. We both smile a lot. We're both laughing. You're right. I'm so funny.
So
You're
much.
right.
So
I
much
am
in
funny. Oh my God. I see myself in you in ways I couldn't imagine. And little did I know.
Well,
But now I could get a kidney, I think. If I
Oh,
need
yeah.
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 You better at least because it's an indictment on your kissing if you don't get a kidney from this person eventually.
Bad dates.
You guys, that's been the pod. But before you go, Adam, please let the people know where they can find you and what you're doing these days.
Oh, they can find me at Real Adam Rose on all the platforms. And then I just launched my podcast with Brian Eggold called Small Stupid Stuff.
Amazing!
Whoa,
Didn't even get
yeah.
that in the credits. Small stupid stuff. When does it come out? Where can people look for it?
You can look for it on all the platforms, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And it's really just, we have celebrity guests on and we talk about different topics like which way to turn the toilet paper and like,
So very the
airport
fries
etiquette.
conversation that we
Very
had
much
up
so.
top.
Oh, that's
So
a marriage
sort
thing
of
for you.
Yeah. So
it was almost kind of like a secret plug for my podcast when I
it
brought
was a
that up.
perfect little backdoor pilot. Yeah, into the kinds of discussions that you can find on
Small Stupid Stuff.
Small stupid stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of stupid stuff is
Yeah.
the small stuff. Jay Jurden, I've sang your praises already. They know about Yes Ma'am on Hulu, November 7th.
Yes.
as well as your other credits. But where can the people find you?
You can find me on all kind of social media platforms, just at Jurden, JayJurden, just my name. I'm still on Twitter. I'm sorry.
Wow, a holdout.
But guess what? As every now and then, I post Bulge on there, so it's not
that makes up
just-
for it.
Exactly.
I mean,
But
that's
also,
the only
you're
reason
not on
I
Twitter.
still
You're
frequent
on
that.
X.
Don't do that.
I'm just telling
Don't.
you.
We're
Don't.
not.
Hey, you're the one who's
I
on
don't
it.
honor it.
yeah.
I
You're the
don't-
one who's-
It's
Don't-
Twitter.
Don't dead name the social platform that you are addicted to, my
Oh,
friend.
you mean the one that we can't type the word cisgender on? Don't dead name the app where you can't say the word cis
You're the
without
one.
getting
You're the one
flagged.
who's still posting Bulge on it, my
And
friend.
Instagram, and I'm on tour right now.
They're all
It's-
bad,
The
let's
tour's,
be honest.
Yeah, the tour is called Nothing Special because it's nothing from the special, so it's
Oh.
a different hour. So you
at
can
that.
get
Nice.
the hour at home and the hour on the road.
You hear
That's
that, people?
fantastic.
Follow him at Jurden to get tour dates. I cannot recommend seeing him live in person enough. So funny, an inspiration. Also, speaking of so funny and an inspiration, this podcast is now coming to an end. But if you liked what you heard, please give us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. It does help people find the podcast. And boy, don't you want to share this experience with others? Thank you so much. We will be back next week with a whole new crop of bad date stories. I am your host, Joel Kim Booster. Thank you and goodbye.